Hey guys, what are you all today? So the Highlanders have just completed the biggest upset within Super Rugby Aotearoa. They have beaten the Crusaders away 33 points to 12. This is a huge win for the Highlanders. I mean, this is their first win in Christchurch since 2015, so this is a huge deal. And obviously this puts, the competition now in a different perspective, how, the Highlanders have actually made, kind of kept the Crusaders in length's way, and how, the Blues now actually have a chance, or the Hurricanes to actually, get some points, obviously, within this week's game. So, yeah, this is a huge deal in the sense where this is just a massive win really for the Highlanders, but also just for the competition in a whole. I mean, the Highlanders were brilliant. I mean, to be completely honest, they were brilliant throughout the whole game. I mean, within the opening half, they obviously scored the first try within the game, I believe, from Billy Harmon, and that was a well-worked try, actually, where they were down within the right-hand flank. And, yeah, they obviously just had some phases within the 22, but obviously they got the ball down on the line, and what they did was that they passed the ball pretty much right down to the right-hand flank, and all Billy Harmon had to do was just scutter across, had a little sidestep, and then he just crept in and then put the ball down. So it was a very good try for that one. And now the Highlanders went up, obviously they were up by a few points more due to Mitch Hunt's kicking, which I'll get on to, but yeah, no, the Crusaders did respond just before halftime, and that was with Cody Taylor, I believe. Obviously with a maul try, which obviously came from the line-out, and yeah, there were a few phases on top of that. But yeah, no, Cody Taylor was able to put the ball down and yeah, put it right next to the post. So it was kind of a good try to have. And yeah, literally just before halftime. So that's what the Crusaders really needed. So yeah, no, if you look at the score, it actually ended up being 16-7, I believe, at halftime towards the Highlanders. So the Highlanders were in control, you could say, within that first half for sure. But within that second, that's where the whole game kind of switched, really, and a lot of people would have said the whole game would have switched momentum towards the Crusaders, but no, it really stuck with the Highlanders throughout the whole game. And what happened was that the Highlanders did end up getting the third try from the match with Michael Collins, a well-worked try actually. They put it down, I believe, within that left-hand flank, and yeah, it was one of those which they just had a lot of phases. Same kind of try, went down into the 22. I put a bit more phases in, and obviously they got the ball down. And yeah, it was a well-worked try, and obviously Michael Collins really just broke through and scored that try down. So yeah, the Highlanders were surprisingly up by 19 points, I believe, by that point. And yeah, no, it was more or less even further than that with Michael Collins' try. But I think it was just at that point we were like, oh, this could actually happen, and the Highlanders could actually win the game. But then yeah, there was a subtle change, slightly, with the Crusaders getting a try literally within the next 5 minutes from David Havili. Well-worked try actually. I think it was Will Jordan who came off within the left-hand flank, and then obviously they had a few phases up in the 22 again. And then David Havili was just able to find a clear space within the defense, and just put the ball down really. So it was a good try, I'd say, for the Crusaders. But more or less, that kind of brought them back within the game. But they did miss that conversion kick, so that kind of stopped their momentum, because that meant that they had to get at least 3 or more tries to actually beat the Highlanders in this game. But yeah, literally after that, I think 10 minutes after, the Highlanders really just continued their form, and obviously with the introduction of Aaron Smith in the second half for Fakatawa, it was a really big help, because obviously he brings a lot of experience in. And yeah, they were able to get down really, and what happened was that the Crusaders actually had to have the ball within their I believe within the Highlanders 10. And then what happened was that they actually, I believe it might have been David Havili who passed the ball back so none of the players could get it. And I believe it was Corin Bashop who actually kicked the ball and booted it up into the 22. And yeah, it was pretty much a chase down to see who could get the ball first. And yeah, no, I believe Will Jordan did get the ball, but obviously he was taken out. And then yeah, the Highlanders quickly retrieved it, had a few phases again, and then I believe Corin Bashop was able to just get the ball and just score that try. So it was a huge deal in the sense where I was just like, whoa, this is the Highlanders are done. They've actually won the game. But it was more to the point where they were just trying to make sure the Crusaders didn't make any more points. But other than that, that was kind of it really with the game. And yeah, it ended up with 33 points to 12 towards the Highlanders. Yeah, a huge win for the Highlanders within this game. That does bring it up to 9 points, I believe, within the table. And it keeps the Crusaders at 18 points. So yeah, that's a huge... it's a huge win in the circumstances of the whole competition, because it means that the Blues now actually have a chance in getting points on them. And if the Blues are able to beat the Crusaders away, then that could be, that could decide who plays the final, I believe, at home. So it's one of those which it's very interesting to see who will actually go through into that final. Because I think a lot of people would have said the Crusaders, but more or less the Highlanders have now put their name in that pot for sure. So we'll see what happens obviously tomorrow with the Hurricanes Blues. But yeah, what a game for the Highlanders. If I have to say my man of the match, I'm going to have to give it to Mitch Hunt. I mean, by the way, there were a ton of Highlanders who were brilliant about that game. I mean, I can name a few. Like, there was even De Groot within that prop position. There was Kazuki Himeno, brilliant within the game, and he won a few key penalties within that. You had the likes of Perry Parkinson, good within the locks. You had the likes of, I don't know, Gordon Bashop, Connor Bashop, who was just brilliant, I'd say, throughout the whole game. Really influential. Got a lot of running meters from him. And I'd say the other one was probably, I don't know, is it? Yeah, Fakatawa, of course, yeah, Fakatawa, as well as Aaron Smith when he came off the bench. But yeah, amazing players. But yeah, I'd have to give it to Mitch Hunt. I just think he was very influential about the whole game. I believe he got at least 21 points. I might be wrong with that, but from his kicking, so it was a very, very good, well work. He did very well with kicking within this game for sure. Yeah, that's kind of with the video. Just definitely comment below. Tell me what you guys think about this game. I'm just buzzing because that just means so much for me as a Blues fan. Because the Blues now actually have a chance in gaining points on the Crusaders. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. But anyway, just hope you guys have a good day. Yeah, talk to you guys soon.